Good morning, my friends. Welcome back. As we continue to look and mindfully be aware of moving through this transition from this year of isolation and uncertainty out into the world, one small step at a time, as it becomes possible, there are many decisions that we may have to make about how and who and when and if. Decisions that require, as the Zen masters might call it, skillful courage. So far we've worked with the practices of conscious relaxation, mindful awareness, compassion, and forgiveness. Conscious relaxation of the body, mindful awareness of the mind, and compassion and forgiveness of self and others, so that we can hold on to the space we need inside to reflect, try things, and developing the wisdom of what's called the middle path, the way forward that excludes nothing and is sustained by mindful practice and the presence of a higher power than ourselves that offers the love and resilience from within our faith that keep us going. I hope you have found access to a little of both in these last few meditations, if not before. So let us be seated, quietly and gently, with your back against the back of the chair and your legs comfortably in front of you with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. It's interesting how the body fits the chair, just like that. Allow yourself to breathe in one full breath up your spine into your neck. As it expands your spine, let it raise your neck to full extension. Go around your head, down your face, taking any tension out of your forehead, your eyelids as they close, your jaw, and moving down the front of your body, all the way out through the soles of your feet on the earth. I remembered something this morning that I didn't include in our last meditation on forgiveness. And it was from Thich Nhat Hanh, of course. And it goes essentially like this. Don't worry about whether others are doing their best. Just worry about how to make yourself present and worthy. In this sense, the word worthy is not at all a recrimination, but rather a word that honors our interdependency with all things, most of which are worthy in and of themselves. But we humans have to do some work with our monkey minds, stories, and egos to get to that simple place of interdependent worthiness. Something to reflect on. And for now, let's move into today's practice. Skillful courage. The middle path, where we cultivate the strength to face the painful feelings or suffering inside, and the wisdom to honor our own vulnerability at the same time. Both are real. The only thing that isn't real are the stories that our monkey mind makes up about these feelings and places within that can keep us locked into fear and negative anticipation, which under necessary circumstance really is about self-survival. But this gets triggered in the part of our brain called the amygdala, as though there is great danger, even where there is not. It is a story about what could happen that has not happened and distracts us from the present. So the practice of skillful courage means that we stand in the middle in order to cultivate the mindful awareness to face fear or pain and vulnerability, relying on mindful breathing and grounding that we've been practicing all these months to manage those feelings, release their intensity, and act with courage in a way that is not necessarily natural or familiar to you. Reflect for a moment on what may be coming up for you as you look ahead towards stepping out into the world again more completely. And what is it that comes to mind that makes you feel vulnerable, as though you are outside of what is safe or comfortable to say or feel or do? And focus your awareness on breathing quietly and gently, making sure that every last piece of breath is breathed out of your body. This is important in order to calm and relax the amygdala in the brain, that all the breath leaves the body before it starts coming back in. And so we stand right in the middle of the path as we do this. Being courageous is an action, not necessarily natural to you. Being courageous means facing your own fears and undertaking something, even though you're feeling held back because you feel insecure, anxious, or uncertain. And responding to those feelings with welcoming, welcome little fear, and accepting without judgment. Welcome little fear, I am here for you. Together, we develop skillful courage. Breathing with full awareness on the parts of your body that hold fear, and awareness of when that fear begins to regulate and open. Without facing our fears, we get locked in inaction by the stories that we carry. Skillful courage really means that we face our own insecurities, those fears that are caused by the amygdala activation in our brain, and still move forward to give skillful action. Here's how mindfulness has an effect when it comes to courage. First is that regularly practicing mindfulness meditation grows the skill of self-regulation as the amygdala calms down and it becomes easier for you to access your potential in situations that challenge you. The second strategy to increase your courage in situations where things are challenging is breathing. As you step into the next action outside of your comfort zone, a difficult conversation, a new activity, or a familiar one you're not sure you want to do that way anymore, take with us. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I release slowly. And remember, because it's critical, that the breathing out triggers the relaxation response. Like putting a cool cloth on a sunburned face. Notice your breathing out and make sure you fully breathe out. This, my friends, is the practice of skillful courage. Taking the skills of mindful practice to identify your fear, welcome your vulnerability and fear, and bring the two together in order to navigate the middle path, which is called courage. See if you can find a very small place to practice that today, my friends. Go out there and do it. Namaste. Amen.